Hello guys, welcome back to this YouTube channel. In today's video, I am going to be showing how I created this anime style brutalism poster for Minato Namikaze. He's a fictional anime character in the anime Naruto. If you watched it, you know who Minato is. Minato is Naruto's father. So I created a poster for him and I'm going to show you how I did it step by step. But before we get started, I'd like you to um like this video, smash the like button, drop a comment, share this video to someone you think might find it interesting, an anime fan or a designer or whoever, and turn on the post notifications so you'll be the first to get notified when I drop more videos like this. Alright, if you've done that, let's get right into the video. So I'm going to create a new file and I'm going to be using Instagram portrait size for this. So I'm going to be using traditionally it is 1080 by 1350, but I want it to be I want the size to be a little bit bigger while maintaining the Instagram ratio. So I actually use 2600 by um 2600 by 3250. All right, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to leave resolution at 72. Everything else is the same. So let's create. All right, so this is our workspace. So I'll just like to bring in a solid color white. I don't know, I just prefer having that solid color background rather than the original background. Okay, so now we have that. I'm actually going to import the design. I made different versions. This is the one we're going to be replicating. Okay, so this is the design. I'm bringing it in because I want to use it to get the guides that we're going to use to guide us. So you just go to your ruler here. If your ruler is not showing, press Ctrl R. Okay, then you come to the ruler and you drag out. You left click and drag and this line will come out. So I'm going to place it here. Okay, I'm going to drag another one, place it at the other edge. I'm just trying to know where the boundary is, so it will guide me during the design. Drag out another one, place it here. I'm going to zoom in to make it accurate, and then we'll drag out the last one, place it here. So this is for the vertical section. For the horizontal, we'll come to the top and drag, place it here, drag another one, place it at the bottom. Okay, drag another one, place it here, another one here, another one here. This is so that we can get something similar to what I've already designed. So bear with me, it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to be giving you the final design so you can also use it as a guide to know where every element is meant to be placed. Okay, all right, so I'm going to delete this now. Okay, so with that we have a guide that is going to guide us. Okay, so now the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to import an image. So I'm just going to be importing all the images and placing them in rectangles. So the first image I'll import is this badass image. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm going to be importing this badass image. We're going to zoom in a bit. All right. Okay. Alright, so we've placed the image. We're just going to press enter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a rectangle shape, and I'm going to just try and trace it to be the size of the image. So let's make it black so we know what we are doing. Is this black? Can be any color. So we'll drag this to the edge, the guide at the edge. Also drag this to the guide at the top, and then we'll drag this to this guide at this other edge here. And we'll drag this to the bottom of the image. Okay, now that we have that, we're going to take it underneath. We're going to take it underneath the image and clip the image into that shape. Okay, press Ctrl H to hide your guides and you can see what you have. So now we are going to double click on the rectangle. It's going to bring up this dialog box, and we then go to stroke. Click on your stroke. Okay, change the color of the stroke to black. Click on OK. Change the size of the stroke to 10. Okay, let's try 7. Let's leave it at 7. Change the blending mode to dissolve and change the opacity to 96. Click on OK. Now come to this image. Let's adjust it. Press Ctrl T. So adjust it to press Ctrl T. Okay. Now we have that positioned properly. We're going to press Ctrl H to bring back our guides, and we'll bring in a second image. Okay, this time around, this is the image we are bringing in. So we're just going to keep this image here. I'm going to create a shape. Okay, and make sure the shape is aligned with the guides. That was the entire point of the guides. Alright. Once you've created a shape, double click on it, come to stroke, and make sure the settings are like this. The size is 7, position is outside, blend mode is dissolve, opacity 96, and the color is black. Click on OK. Then take the image above that shape and then clip it and just try to like centralize the image inside the shape. Press Ctrl H to see what we have. Okay, it looks pretty good. Now we're going to bring in his name. Press Ctrl H to bring by the guides. Okay, but before we do that, let's check something. Double click on this rectangle shape and go to stroke and change this outside to inside. Okay, so inside actually works better. Go to the second rectangle and do the same thing. Double click on it, go to stroke, change the outside to inside. Inside works better because it allows you to stay within the guides. Okay, now we've done that, we're going to group each picture. So group the first one and we'll just call it top right, top left, sorry, this is the left. Let's just call it left and then top, and then the other one will be, since it's on the right, it's going to be right top as well. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to bring in the text. I've already written it and saved it as a PNG to save us time, but in case you're going, I'm going to also provide you with this asset, so you don't even need to type it yourself. But in case you want to type it yourself, the name of the font is Akira Expanded. All right, you can just download it from any website online. or maybe I'll just add the fonts for you guys because I'm nice like that. Okay, but if I forget to add it, the name is Akira. Go and find it by yourself. Don't be lazy as a designer. So that's his name. Now we're going to create another shape and we're going to align it with the guides as usual. So it's very simple actually, just kind of time consuming. And we're going to double click on this shape, go to stroke and make sure the settings are the same. Click on OK. Now we're going to bring in another text. This time it's going to be Japanese characters. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on that rectangle shape. It's going to create a selection. Press Ctrl and left click on the shape on your panel, layers panel. It's going to create the selection. Then while your Japanese characters are selected, come up here and align it to the center. Then press Ctrl D to remove the selection. So now if you press Ctrl O, this is what we have so far so good. We're making progress. Press Ctrl H to bring back your guides. And let's create another shape. So I'm actually going to group these Japanese characters, the rectangle and Japanese characters. I'm going to create a group and I'm going to write Japanese characters. So I like knowing exactly what I like my layers being arranged and labeled properly so it won't confuse me. Okay, so go back to your rectangle to create another shape. We're going to creating a lot of rectangles. So you create another rectangle and we're going to import another image. Make sure it's aligned properly to the guides. Then we'll import another image, these eyes. So you're just going to rotate it. Hold shift while you're rotating it so it's rotating on 15-degree angles. So we're going to clip it. Alright, so come to the rectangle and double click, go to stroke and click on OK. Now you select the rectangle and select the image, press Ctrl G and we'll name it top realm left middle. I'll take it down here after Japanese characters. So you can see that my layers is aligned with what I have on my canvas so that I can understand it easily. Press Ctrl A to remove the guides. So you can see left top, you can now see Minato Namikaze, you can see Japanese characters and then you can see left middle. You can see it's aligned and then on the right hand side you can see right top. So everything is aligned, easy to follow, easy to understand. Okay, so press Ctrl H to show the guides again. I'm going to come down here and bring in this text. I'll protect the hidden leaf, blah blah blah. Okay, so just going to drag it down here, press OK, and we'll just place it there and then come down and put it after left middle. Now the last one we're going to do is we're going to bring in this image, the last one for the left hand side. Okay, I'll bring in this image. I'll increase the size like this and then I'll take a shape, align it to the guides, take it to the bottom, okay, and then we'll clip this image to the rectangle, double click on the rectangle, it will bring up this dialog box, click on stroke and click OK. Then you click the rectangle and click the image, press Ctrl G and you name it left bottom. and put it under the text. So we now have our left side complete. So we're going to group all of them. So click on the first one and go to the down one, press Ctrl G and name it left. Alright, so if we hide it, you can see everything on the left is going to hide. So it's super organized. So now let's go and complete the right. Press Ctrl A to bring back our guides. We're going to bring in this text. If a man hasn't discovered blah 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 blah. So let's just leave it there for now. Then let's draw a shape using these guides. So make sure this shape is aligned to these guides properly. Alright, so you can see we've not done anything advanced, anything complicated. You know, when you look at the flyer and you don't know how the person did it, you'll be like, wow. But by the time you start understanding how it was done, you realize that it's not such a big deal. Okay, so let's bring in the image. Alright, so this is the image. And then we'll clip it. Okay, I'm going to clip this. We'll select two of them, press Ctrl G and right bottom. Okay, so let's arrange. We have right top first, we have the text, and then we have right bottom. So we're going to bring in a sticker. Oh, I haven't saved the sticker yet. Let me go and find it. Alright, so this is the sticker. We're just going to place it right there. Okay, I'll put it under. And now we are going to group the rest, everything, and we'll call it right. So if we hide it, you see everything on the right hand side is hiding. So now there's one final image we're going to bring in, which is the major image. So this is it. So before anything, I'm going to remove the background. Okay, I should have removed this background before I started the video, but alright, so remove the background and I'm going to place it at the bottom here, and it's going to be placed in such a way that it interacts with other elements. Okay, so you can see how it's kind of like on top of other elements and interacting with them. So I'm going to place it here like this. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold my control and click on it on the mask. It's going to create a selection. I'm going to go to select, modify. I'm going to go to expand and I'll click on 30 and I'll click OK. Now once that is selected, I'm going to enter this right, go to right top and then create a mask, then press Ctrl I and you can see that it has now created kind of an outline. Okay, you can also drag that outline to the text. You can also drag the outline to the image at the bottom and also drag the outline to the sticker. So, or instead of doing all that, just drag the outline to the entire right group. So you can see this outline now on the right hand side of this image in the middle. You can see everything is affected. It kind of cuts it and it makes it look, unified and blended together. I don't know if that makes sense. So now we have our layouts. We're now going to create the brutalism effect. How did I create it? So come to your images. So now what we're dealing with is this image at the top left. So come to that image. On top of that image, come down here to the adjustment layer and click on threshold. Once you've clicked on threshold, hold your alt and clip it to that image. You can see that it's not affecting only the image at the top right. Okay, once you've done that, select two of them and convert them to a smart object. Then double click, and then the base image, you're going to go to filter and you're going to add noise. See, my noise is at 34.57. Click on OK, save it, and when you go back, you can see we have that effect. All right, so this is what you're going to be doing with each and every image. So we'll go to the image in the middle at the left. You can see the one I'm hiding and unhiding. Click on it, come down here, click on threshold, hold your alt to clip it to the image, select two of them, make it a smart object, double click the smart object. When you're inside it, make the original image, add noise to it, click OK, save it, and then go back. So I'm just going to repeat that process for all of them, but I'm going to repeat it one more time. After I repeat it this one more time, I'm just going to fast forward. So go to the image in question, and this time is the image at the bottom left. So go to that particular image. On top of that image, come down here, click on the threshold, hold your alt and click in between the threshold layer and the image layer. It's going to clip the effect to only that image. Select the threshold layer and the image and then convert both to smart objects. Once you've converted them to a smart object, double click on that smart object. This is going to show. Click on the original image, then go to your filter, go to add noise, click OK. You can also play around with the noise to see what you want. You can increase or reduce it as you like. Once you have what you want, click on Ctrl S to save and then go back and you see that the effect has saved. So I'm done with everything on the left. I'm going to do this image in the middle, even though it already looks like it has the brutalism effect, but I'm still going to do it. So I'm just going to click on threshold, clip it, filter, noise, add noise. Okay, so I'm going to group calling middle. Alright, from here I'm going to fast forward remaining these two images on the left. So I'm just going to fast forward and do it very quickly. Alright, so I have added the treasure effect to all of my layers. So you might be wondering, the final flyer is blue. How did I get the blue? So before I'm going to do that, I'm going to add some textures. Alright, so bring in this texture. All these assets, I'm going to give it to you. Check the description box. You're going to see everything. So once you add a texture, just play around with your blending mode. So let's use screen for this one. We'll bring in the second one. Let's see. Screen also works for this. Now we have our textures. After your textures, you're going to add a gradient map. So come down here and click on gradient map. Click on the gradients. I already have the gradient I'm going to use saved here. So this is the gradient. That's how you get the blue color. So on the dark side of the gradient is 262626. So the black color is 262626. That's the hex code. And for the blue color, the hex code is 3092E5. Alright, so that's the hex code for the gradient in case you don't have it. Once you've created the gradient map, you're going to click on that top layer, press Ctrl Shift Alt E, and it's going to create a snapshot of all your layers. Right click on it, convert it to a smart object. Once that is done, go to filter, go to camera raw filter. Once camera raw filter is open, you're going to play with the vignettes. So you can already see the effect we have just by playing with the vignettes. Okay, then click on OK. Alright, so create a hue and saturation adjustment layer on top of it. And play with the saturation, increase the saturation a little bit. And then lastly, create an exposure adjustment layer. Play with the exposure a little bit. And that brings us to the end of this tutorial. This is how I got the flyer. I hope you're able to learn how I did this step by step. Thank you so much for watching up to this point. You are the real heroes. If you learned something new, I'd like you to like this video, subscribe, drop a comment, share it to someone you know might need it. Thank you so much. And also you can check my YouTube channel. You're going to see more tutorials like this. I've actually done another video about Jiraiya. I did a poster for Jiraiya, an anime brutalism style poster, so you can also check that out. I'm going to drop it in the, you're going to see the video appear. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. Have a nice one. Peace.